Yes. Yeah, morning all. Right. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes.
Yes, it is audible and visible too.
Fine. So Python was introduced in the year 1989. More than 30 years ago, it was introduced. But why all of a sudden Python is suddenly super popular? So just reasons, reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. So what Python has got, what are other programming languages doesn't have? What are the features of Python? Python has. So most of the programmers or developers are migrating towards Python because of its very less coding, right? Yes. Very less coding, not even one-fourth coding as compared with other programming languages. Simple syntaxes, it looks like normal English statements. Interactive mode given by Python. Interactive mode, we can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives a response, right? Multi-programming features. Multi-programming features. Multi-programming features. And wide varieties of applications. Using Python, we can develop any kind of applications. Any kind of applications, right? Like automation applications, web applications, animation applications, gaming applications, desktop applications, network applications, right? Wide variety, any kind of applications you can develop today by using Python. Many built-in libraries. It has got many built-in libraries, like nearly 89,300 inbuilt modules. 89,300 inbuilt modules Python has got for different environments. 89,300 inbuilt models it has got for different environments. Whatever environment or domain you are from, Python has got a model for each and every environment. And it's not for a particular purpose. Python is not for a particular purpose, it's not for a purpose based, it is for general purpose programming. General purpose programming means any kind of applications. It is platform independent. It is platform independent. It can run on any hardware or any operating system. It's a high level language. Python is a high level language. It is an interpreted language. Interpreted. Interpreted means line by line execution. Supports all databases. Python supports all databases and we can easily connect with any database. Programmer friendly programming. Programmer friendly programming language which provides simple syntaxes. Yes. So these are the reasons which makes Python super popular. It's not for a particular purpose. It's platform independent, high level language, interpreted language, supports all databases, programmer friendly programming, simple syntaxes, just like normal English statements, very less coding, supports interactive mode, right? Okay. Python comparison with other programming. Python comparison with other programming. Check it. I'll take a task. I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. You can check it how simple the Python statements with other programming languages. So accepting the two values. So the task is accepting two values from the user keyboard. Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition. So first, two major programming languages used for enterprise applications creations. Python and Java are the two major programming languages. First, I'll write the code using Java. Later, we can check using Python, right? And you can compare how simple the Python statements. So if you've got knowledge in Java, you can just go through the following code. Import java.io.star, right? Every statement ends with semicolon, class sample. So everything, whatever you want to write in Java, right? You need to write it in the class. Public static void main, public static void main, string aux, public static void main, string aux, throws away exception, right? Input stream reader. I'm using input stream reader. ISR equal to new input stream reader, right? System.in. Buffer reader BR equal to new buffered reader. System.out.println. Enter the first number. Whatever you are accepting taken as a string format. br.readline taken as string. Later I need to convert into integer by saying int I equal to integer dot parseInt. Now these three lines I am going to repeat for the second number also, right? Enter the second number. String s2 br.readline int j equal to integer dot parseInt of s2. Okay. Every statement ends with semicolon. See this ends with semicolon, ends with semicolon, semicolon, right? And finally saying system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println. So I plus j. Close this, right? So I'll copy this to a separate notepad file. I'll copy this to a separate notepad file. I'll just take you 1 minute in showing you the execution in both Python and Java, right? I'll copy it to a separate notepad file that I'm pasting it. Save it. I'm creating a separate folder for this batch, Python 8 AM batch. Sample.java. So to execute this, just I'll take him at the bottom search panel, type cmd and go to the command prompt, type cd / come out of the existing path, change your directory to Python 8 AM batch. Now here you can say Java C sample.java. If any errors will display the errors. If there are no errors, we can execute this code. No error, right? Java sample. Will ask for the first number 10, enter the second number 20, sum is 30. So I don't know like how many of you understood this code, right? How many of you? Because you can see many complex words here. What is class? What is public static void main? What is ever exception? What is input stream reader, buffer reader, and read line, parse int, integer dot parse int, right? Yes. A lot of complex words. People who are from non-programming or zero programming, right? They cannot understand this. So the same task I'll implement in Python, not more than 3 lines, which like normal English statements. So the same code I'll write in Python, not more than 3 lines. Directly I'll open this Python shell. File, new file. So I want two values to be accepted from the keyboard, X and Y, right? Using input function, right? Input enter value of X, enter value of X. Enter value of X, input enter value of Y. Enter value of X, input enter value of Y, X and Y, right? Yes. Print X plus Y. Input enter value of X, input enter value of Y. Print X plus Y. This is the coding in Python. Do you see any complex word here? Complex word or line. In the first line, inputting the value of X. Second line, inputting the value of Y. Print X plus Y. Yes. Python 8 AM batch, right? Within that, say as test.py. Any name with .py. Just run this. Yes. Enter value of X 10, enter value of Y 20, sum is 30. Very simple coding, right? Yes. In Python, the statements of Python looks like normal English statements. They are not as complex as other programming languages. Okay. Using Python, just I said. That's it. This is the coding in Python. Now, before I go further, you need to know something about Python Software Foundation, PSF, Python Software Foundation. PSF. It is a non-profit organization. Non-profit organization, right? Devoted towards Python community. It was launched in the year PSF. It was launched. It was launched in the year 2001. The objective of it to foster the development of Python. To foster the development of Python from version to version. In the year 2005, PSF received Computer World Horizon Award. Yes, the president for this is Guido van Rossum. Guido van Rossum, the personality who developed Python, who introduced Python, the same personality is the president for this Python Software Foundation. Headquarters, Delaware. Headquarters, Delaware, US. Official website of Python. Official website, right? Yes. Python.org is the official website from where we can download and where we can see the documentation of it. Okay. Before I go with the Python installation, you need to know something about the Python versions. The first version, Python 1.x version, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, right? Released in the year 1989. Python 2.x version, released in the year 2000, means 2.1 version, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, the first two version in the year 2000. The version what we are using currently is the 3 version, right? So Python 3 version was released in the year 2008. Latest version of Python. Stable version of Python. Stable version of Python, right? Yes. Python 3.12. Stable version, nothing but mostly used version. Okay. The version what we are going to install is Python 3.13, the latest version of Python. Hardly it takes 1 to 2 minutes to install Python. Just hardly it takes 1 minute to install Python. Okay. So Python installation. So I'll go to the start programs settings. I'll show you from the scratch. First, go to the apps and features. Python 3.13. Uninstall. Uninstall this, right? Yes. And it did get uninstalled. I'll show you from the scratch how to download and how to install it. Yes.
Is that same for the MacBooks too?
See, Python is going to provide different software for different environments for Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. So for Linux, no need of any installation. By default, Python comes as inbuilt within the Linux operating system. But for
Okay.
Windows and Mac OS, we are supposed to download and we need to install. For Windows, it is going to provide two softwares for 32-bit and for 64-bit. For 32-bit, you are supposed to download separate software. For 64-bit, a separate software. How will you check whether your Windows is a 32-bit or 64-bit? Go to your File Explorer. Within this, my PC is there, right? This PC. Right click on this PC and say Properties. Can you see here? Right click on this PC and say Properties, 64-bit operating system. If you are using older version of OS like Windows 7 or Windows 8, if you have got 32-bit, you are supposed to download 32-bit Python software. Okay, now see how to download Python. What is the official website for Python? Python.org. Python.org is the official website of Python. Yes. Here you can see the downloads, all releases. Click this all releases and scroll down to this. Scroll down. Active Python release is there. Don't go for it. Looking for a specific release. 3.13.2. So yes, click this 3.13. You can see from the last 20 years. From the last 20 years. From the last 20 years, what all the versions we see, right? You can see all the versions here. It's since from 2000, right? Since from 2000, right? Yes. 2001. So the version what I'm trying to install is 3.13.2, released on February 4th, right? Like almost like 1.5 months ago, it was released. So I'll click it. I'll click this, right? Scroll to the bottom of this page. For Mac OS 64-bit universal installer. Mac OS 64-bit universal installer you can do. For Windows, if it is 32-bit, go for 32-bit. If it is Windows installer 64-bit, you can go with 64-bit. Click this 64-bit. Yes. Your download started. Your download is, one second, check this. Just click this Windows installer 64-bit. Your download will start. It's just hardly takes 27 MB of size. You can check it here. Your download is finished. 27.3 MB of size. 27.3 MB of size, right? Yes. Click the TXT file. Click the TXT file. Yes. You will get this window. Once you click the TXT file, I'll go to your downloads and click the TXT file. You will get this window. Python installation, install Python. Oh, don't immediately go for the installation. At the bottom, you can see add Python to path. Add Python to path, right? Yes. Select it. Means you are adding Python to path variable of OS. No need to set. Yes. You're adding Python to path variable of OS. Yes. No need to set the things manually. So just to go for customize installation. And here by default documentation pip. Ideally test shoot everything will be selected. Everything will be selected, right? Yes. No need to select it. Next you can say by default the shortcuts and this adding Python to everything are selected. So installation location where it is getting installed, right? In C, in users, in Dell, in app data, local programs, Python, right? Yes. Where it is getting installed in C, users, Dell, app data, local programs, Python, Python 3.12. So where it is getting installed in some subdirectories. Tomorrow, if you want to locate where Python is available, you need to enter into all the subdirectories. So instead of that, I want to just install Python within the C drive. Just keep your mouse here, right, and remove all this big part. So within the C drive, Python 3.13. 3.13 means 3.13. a folder with this Python 313, a folder will be created by default. Automatically a folder gets created under the C drive. Under this Python is going to get installed. Hardly takes 20 to 30 seconds for installing Python, right? Yes, install is just it takes 20 to 30 seconds, right? Yes. The load is space in the C drive. That's why it's okay. 1 second. Windows installer 64-bit. Yes. So this Python 3.12, right? Add Python to path and go for customize installation. Select all this, say next, and say this Python 3.13. Just say install. So remove all this path and just say Python 313 and say install, right? Yes. So there is 1 second. Less space in the C drive, right? 1 second. Okay. I'll just install in the D drive, right? Python 3.13, right? Say install, right? Just give me a second. So just I will clear some space in that. So Windows installer, right? Just I'm taking this gets opened. Add Python to path variable of OS. Go for customize installation. Say next. Remove all this big path and just say install Python in the C drive, right? Say install, right? Hardly takes, I'd say, 10 to 20 seconds for installing Python. Once it is successfully done, let us check whether it is properly installed or not, right? Okay. So almost done with the setup was successful. Just I'll close it. At the bottom search panel type CMD. The bottom search panel type CMD. Go to the command prompt and type Python. Just type Python here, right? Yes. Just type Python. If you say enter, the Python version what I've installed and the Python interpreter has to be opened. So here Python, the version what I install and the Python interpreter, 3 arrow symbols where I can type any valid Python statements. 4 plus 5, x as 10, y as 5, y as 3. What is x? What is y? What is x plus y? X minus y, x into y, x by y, right? So x into 2, x to the power of 2, right? X equal to Ajay, y equal to Kumar, right? Y equal to Kumar, x plus y, Ajay Kumar, x minus y, sorry. sorry, x plus 5 is Ajay Kumar. We cannot so Ajay plus Kumar, Ajay Kumar, x equal to hello. X into 3 prints hello for 3 times. X into 5 prints hello for 5 times. So you say quit, it will come out of this. So this is what interactive mode we say in Python at the bottom. If anyone working in the Linux environment, if you want the latest version of Python to be installed, right? Yes. By default, you see Python as inbuilt within the Linux operating system. If you want the latest version of Python to be installed in your Linux machine, you can use this command, right? Sudo apt-get. So everything we will do from the root user. Python 3.13. Python 3.13, right? Yes. apt-get install Python 3.13. Python execution modes, right? Python execution modes. Two modes of execution. Two modes of execution. First one is interactive mode. Second is like batch mode. Python supports two modes of execution, interactive mode and batch mode. Interactive mode. So just check this interactive mode right here. We directly type Python statements. We directly type Python statements on the interpreter, right? And the user can easily interact. Here we directly type Python statements on the interpreter and the user can easily interact with Python statement by statement. Yes. Okay, what is the advantage of interactive mode? If it doesn't know about any Python functionality, you can type here and check what output it is going to provide. Based on that, you can analyze what is it for. To test the functionalities of Python, and to learn Python, to test the functionalities of Python and to learn batch mode. Here we write a set of statements, batch of statements. Within the editors or IDs, and save it by using .py extension. Here we write set of statements within the editors or ID, save it by using .py extension and later submitting to Python So what are the various editors and what are the various IDs where we can write the Python code? Various editors. Within the notepad you can write, yes. Within the notepad you can write. Within the edit plus you can write. Within the edit plus, VI, Nano. The first two is for Windows. The first two is for Windows environment. The last two is for Linux environment, right? Yes. Yes. What are the various IDs supported by Python? Various IDEs supported by Python. Various IDs supported by Python. PyCharm, check here, PyCharm, right? Yes. PyDev, Komodo, Spider, Eclipse, Jupyter Notebook, VS Code. PyCharm, PyDev, Komodo, Spider, Eclipse, NetBeans, Jupyter Notebook, and VS Code. Among all this, PyCharm is the mostly used one. Mostly used. So why, you may ask, why this many IDs for Python? Why not one or two IDs, right? Why not one or two IDs? Python is used in different environments. Python is used for different environments. Different environments uses different IDs. For example, data science uses Jupyter Notebook, Spider. Even big data uses Spider, Jupyter. Typical web applications uses PyCharm, VS Code, right? Yes. So this way different uses different IDs. Okay, just I'll take 5-10 minutes. Developing the first Python application. Developing the first Python application. Within a editor like Notepad. Example, Notepad. Open Notepad and type the following. Open Notepad and type the following Python statements. Up to now, we didn't discuss anything related to Python or Python technicals. I'll take two values like x as 10, y as 20. I want to perform some kind of arithmetic operations. Print x plus y. Print x plus y, x minus y. Print x into y, x by y. X plus y, x minus y, x into y, and x by y, right? Just I'll copy this to a separate notepad file. I'll copy this to a separate notepad file, right? Yes. File, save. So within this Python 8am batch, I'm saving it as sample1 dot java. Sorry, sample1 dot py extension, right? So save as a sample1 dot py. Save as sample1 dot py. And now submit this file to Python. Now submit this file. And now submit this file to Python as at the bottom command prompt, type CMD. Type CMD, right? Yes. Type Python and don't say enter. It will go to the interactive mode. I want to work with the batch mode. Specify the path where that file is available. Sample1.py. Let's check it now. Within the C drive, Python 8 AM batch, sample1.py. The file name present in which folder, present in which drive, right? Everything. 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, and 10 by 20. Okay. So here, just type Python in the command prompt and give the entire path. We'll get this 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20. This is the right? How to submit a Python file. But here, so say Python and specify the entire Python file. Just I'll take 2 minutes. But here, we are writing the code at one place and executing at the other place. We are writing the code at one place where you are writing within the notepad you are writing and executing at the other place. Where you are executing at the command prompt. But to write and execute at the same place. To write and execute at the same place, we have IDLE. Integrated Development Learning Environment, which comes along with Python installation. Using which so we are writing within the notepad, executing in the command prompt, but to write and execute at the same place, we have got ideally, right? Where you can write and execute at the same place. So at the bottom, start programs, right? Go to this here, all apps. How to open this ideally, right? Go to the all apps. Python 3.13. Within that first thing, what we see ideally, Python. This Python shell gets opened. File. So if you want to interact with the batch mode, 3 plus. Otherwise, even you can search. You can type ideally in the search. You'll get this ideally. The search panel type for ideally. So any valid Python statements, if you want to interact, you can interact. Otherwise, a new file and write your code and execute your code here. You write the code here itself and executing the code here itself. X plus Y, X minus Y, some kind of arithmetic operations, as we didn't discuss anything related to Python. Print X into Y, right? Save it, file save. Save it in Python 8 AM batch. Yes. X plus Y, X minus Y, X into Y, right? Yes, check it. Run it. Run writing A itself and executing A itself. 10 plus 20, 10 minus 20, 10 into 20, right? Yes. So here itself we can write, here itself we can run the code. Right? Okay. So this is what we have discussed in today's class, right? So we have discussed about why Python is super popular, Python comparison with other programming, coding wise, lengthwise, you can check. And Python software foundation, Python versions, Python installation, Python execution modes, various editors, various IDs. Yeah, fine. Tomorrow also people can attend the session same time at 8 o'clock using the same link to see more discussion on this. So you can see this is the course content. In the chart also it is message, a link is given, right? So yes, if you have missed yesterday's session, you can check with the demo video. So yes. The contact details of the online team and the payment details, everything they have provided. Yes. Yes. Okay, fine. See, once check this course content, right? Yes.
Sir,
Yeah, any query you got? Yes. Any queries you got?
sir, class timing is at 8 o'clock, sir. That
What was it?
c-
Yeah. I'll confirm 1 second. So once check this course, I'll come back to it. So these are the course content, Python IDs, flow control statements, looping statements, strings, collections, Python lists, tuples, sets, Python dictionaries, functions, modules, packages in Python, errors and exceptions, file handling, right? Object-oriented programming concepts in brief, regular expressions, database access, Python date and time, operating system module, advanced concepts, graphical programming, Excel workbook, data analytics, introduction to data science, Pandas model in brief, NumPy model in brief, Matplotlib. These 30 topics in brief for Python Core in advance. The course fee is 5,000. It's an offer fees. Daily for the course duration is 2 months. Around 60 to 70 hours will be spending in this. And people who wants to go for Python full stack, apart from this Python, we'll be discussing with the Django framework with nearly 15 applications you'll be developing here. And UI technologies, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, and MySQL, right? Yes. I'll be discussing Flask one more framework like Flask framework also here. Okay. If you're taking the full stack package with a single payment, it is 10,000. But if you're going separately, right, Python 5,000, framework 7,000, 12. So you'll be getting the each and every session video, soft copy of this class notes, assignments and tasks to work. A WhatsApp group for technical discussion will be created, right? The timings of this batch for the first 1 week, it will be it starts at 8 o'clock. Later, it will start at 7 o'clock, right? I'm making it clear about the timings. First 1 week at 8 o'clock, it starts. Later, it will start at 7 o'clock. Any other queries, right? Anyone? Okay. So tomorrow also people can attend the session. We'll see more on this, right? Today just we have seen installations, execution modes. Tomorrow we'll go with the technical things, right? Yes. Okay. So if I'm done with your queries, if there are no other queries, I'm signing off for now. Meet you tomorrow same time at 8 o'clock using the same link, right? Thank you all for your time. Thank you.